Welcome back. ShopDog says hello. How is everybody doing? I think we're going to do a couple different things today. So this will either be a courier video or a random and interesting video. Haven't decided yet. But we are going to look at how hard it's going to be to get this tranny out so that we can change that converter. He is absolutely not happy with this converter. So now's about as good a time as any, I think. So we'll get that up and take a look and see what's involved there. I'll get those guys popped down and out of the way. The other thing we've got to do is get this bike out and set up under here, or over in this workspace here. And I got to do some tidying up in here. We're going to stack some tires and get those pushed in the other room. That box needs to go up on the storage shelf. Put the steering wheel away, little things like that just haven't had time to do because I've been sanding a lot. So for those who haven't seen ShopDog lately, he's doing just fine. He's just not allowed over to Harlan's. There's too many cats for him. And then an interesting video note to myself. Notice no antenna. But the bigger thing is I'm looking at how this body line goes across, and the Coke bottling here is very subtle, so that's going to really come important to me later. If you recall, on the 67 this whole area needs rebuilt and we've got a lap down there, so that'll help me kind of keep that straight in my mind. And you can see, panel gaps are what they are. It's a 60s car. So, okay, getting ready to pull a few bell housing bolts while it's down. Then when she's up, we'll slide the bike under here, try to line everything up all at once. And ShopDog had to get moved because I moved those tires closer to where they're going to go for a while. It's funny, no matter how easy it looks like to get at something, everything is always difficult. For starters, I gotta dip the trans anyway to get the bolts out. But that bolt that you can see right there looks real easy, but you can't actually do any wrenching because of these tubes. So I'm actually gonna have to wait till I can tip the engine down to deal with that. So that'll be fun. Okay, I just loosened this drain plug. I'm getting ready to drop that because no matter what happens, gotta drain the tranny. And we'll I gotta take that starter apart and get that out. That's really not very fun. Those bolts I've already discovered are also not super fun. Yeah, not gonna be the easiest. The one that's really got me concerned though is the fact that this is welded in right here, but the tail shaft is going to hit it. So that'll be fun. Anyway, even if it takes a few days, it'll come out. Alright, we're dropping the drive shaft. Just got those off. Just pretty common. So now, gotta drop that carrier bearing, and that's gonna be fun. Okay, drive shaft's down. Getting ready to pull the cooling lines, and I know it's gonna leak, so put the big funnel in. Okay, I know you guys can't see it, but finally got that top bolt on the starter. Forgot just how fun that was, and that was only a few weeks ago. So let's pick it back up, take the starter apart, and then we can take it out. Okay, so now she's down. That top bolt is just a nightmare. But, you don't have to do it but 10 times, and hopefully. So now I got to pop this one, and if I recall, there was one up front somewhere. So I'll get it apart, and then we'll slide this out, and then we should be able to get the starter just barely to squeak on out. Dog can't believe how much hassle that is to get that out of there, but we now have the starter out, and to do that, of course, you have to take it completely apart in that cavity because this just will not fit out otherwise. I think we've got a video on that in the past. Alright, I'm going to do a few more things, but we're getting to a point where I'm not going to be looking at getting this pulled today. I'm running out of time, and honestly my hands are hurting a little bit. So, like I said before, it'll take a couple days. We'll get it out. Not looking forward to when we do get it loose, we're going to have to pull the whole mount out just to get some room here. You know, pop these 2 bolts, drop that mount out. And then the tranny's going to have to slide back. And unfortunately, it's going to have to come out torque converter first. And it's not my favorite. Something's going to fall. But there's just no way I'm going to be able to tilt down past this. You can see this will absolutely hit this. And I got an odd suspicion the customer doesn't want me to cut that. Can you picture Harlan being happy with that? I can't. So that's kind of where we're at here. On the upside, once we can tip it down as far as it will go, I should be able to get those 2 bolts up there. That one I just couldn't, and that one will not come out. The other ones, you know, you got 2 there. They shouldn't be too bad. 2 there. Not fun, but, you know, a couple extensions. We'll get them. Oh, looks like Ollie is going to try to talk himself into a couple pretzels as we're wrapping up. You know, that's always on his list. Oh, no, he's out. Well, he's not actually out. So, luckily somebody bought a shirt so we can have pretzels. Okay, so here's where we're at on this Courier video. We've got a ways down. There's still some battles ahead on getting that tranny out, but it's really the only way for us to figure out what the torque converter in it is now. You know, is it 24 spline, 26 spline? What's the hub diameter? What's the bolt diameter? And what's the depth? So we're going to take that, and then we're going to try to spec something that makes a little more sense. So, because honestly, with as strong as this engine idles, even if it doesn't have a ton of vacuum to work with, it doesn't seem to have too much issue. I think if we can get something in a 2500 stall converter, I don't think we're going to have any issues. And I think he's going to be a lot happier than whatever this whiz-bang ratcheting thing from the 90s is. So, anyway, we're going to close it out for the day. We got Derby tonight. A friend of ours, it's going to be her last skating bout, so we want to go support her. And ShopDog's going to drink that yummy shop water. So thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.